Royal reveal. Princess Leonor wedding footage leaves Spain breathless. Spain, a country that has witnessed centuries of royal tradition, ceremony, and power. But never before has it seen anything like this. What began as a fairy tale between two young royals, Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark, has now unfolded into something far more emotional, far more human, and far more unforgettable than anyone imagined. Because today, new wedding footage has emerged. And what's inside has left an entire nation breathless. At first glance, it seemed like just another royal event, polished, perfect, and choreographed down to the last detail. But the truth revealed in these never-before-seen moments has stunned everyone. Hidden tears, whispered exchanges, and a side of the royal couple that no camera was ever meant to catch, until now. Spain is reeling, Denmark is glowing, and Europe can't look away. When the official wedding broadcast aired earlier this year, it was already hailed as the most beautiful royal ceremony of the decade. But now, newly released behind-the-scenes footage, recorded by select royal photographers and insiders, shows something entirely different: the emotion, the tension, and the love that even the crown couldn't contain. The scene opens in Copenhagen. A crisp morning, sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows of the cathedral where generations of Danish royals once stood. Leonor, radiant and calm, steps forward. Her dress, minimalist, elegant, modern, symbolized the new generation of royalty, confident, compassionate, and independent. Yet, if you look closely at the footage, there's a fleeting moment, a tremor in her smile, a deep breath, that reveals something more than nerves. It was the realization that this wasn't just her wedding day. It was the moment Spain's future changed forever. From the first step she took down that aisle, you could sense it, history in motion. The Spanish press called it, La Unión de dos Coronas, the union of two crowns. But within royal circles, it was something deeper, the quiet merging of two families that had once stood apart by distance and duty. And then, the vow. As Christian's voice broke slightly, that rare, unscripted crack of emotion, the cameras caught Leonor looking up at him, eyes glistening. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't regal. It was real. A future king and queen sharing something raw in front of millions. But it's what happened after the ceremony that truly left Spain speechless. The newly uncovered footage captures Leonor stepping away from the reception hall, standing alone on a balcony overlooking Copenhagen. For a moment, she wasn't the princess. She was a young woman processing the magnitude of what had just happened, the weight of two nations resting on her shoulders and the love that had carried her there. Her father, King Felipe VI, joins her. There are no microphones, but lip readers have suggested what was said. Felipe whispers softly, "You've done what I never could, united hearts before politics." It's a single line that's now echoing across Spanish newsrooms. A father's pride, a monarch's relief, and a recognition that Leonor's generation is changing everything. From the balcony, the footage cuts to the crowd outside. Tens of thousands gathered, waving both Spanish and Danish flags, singing in two languages. That's when the emotional contrast becomes clear. This wasn't just Spain giving away its princess, it was Europe witnessing the birth of a new royal alliance. But the question everyone's asking is, how did this footage leak? And why now? Reports suggest that a Danish production team, originally hired to document the wedding's preparations, held onto hours of unused footage. Months later, after negotiations between both royal households, select clips were quietly approved for release. The timing, however, is no coincidence. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace hint that Spain's royal family wanted the world to see the real Leonor, not just the crown, but the compassion, courage, and authenticity behind it. And that decision has sparked debate across Europe. Some royal commentators praise the openness, calling it a masterstroke in modernizing the monarchy. Others claim it exposes too much, that royalty must preserve mystery, not vulnerability. But Leonor's generation seems determined to rewrite those rules. In Madrid, reactions have been emotional. On social media, Spanish citizens describe the footage as a gift, something that made them feel closer to their princess than ever before. One trending comment reads, "For the first time, she's not just our future queen, she's one of us." Meanwhile, in Denmark, the royal household has been equally moved. Queen Mary reportedly said, "Leonor's grace reminds me of my own early days, unsure but unstoppable." The footage shows her comforting Leonor before the ceremony, a moment of motherly warmth that perfectly bridges the two families. As the video continues, viewers see glimpses of what wasn't shown on television: the laughter, the slight stumbles, the private dance shared before the cameras were supposed to roll. Christians whispered, "We made it," as the music swells. Leonor's small nod, and the way she rests her head on his shoulder, every second tells a story of two people learning how to balance love with legacy. But beneath the celebration lies a deeper question: what does this mean for Spain's future?